So apart from a badass surname, Vander Caballero is the creator of Papoyo. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
So you're here at Gamelabs 2013 to talk about emotional experiences and journeys, and that's something like some idea that's like floating around. We've been talking to Michelle and Cel on similar topics. So what are you sharing with the audience?
I'm sharing the path that I took to create such a crazy game. I think right now, when I started, I didn't realize that I was jumping to such a crazy journey about doing a game about a kid and a monster who's addicted to frogs. And then right now I just want to share the journey and actually concretely show points in the game, points in the development that had me to construct that journey. I think a lot of conversation have happened around emotional journeys, but many people didn't know how to define it and they're really abstract. I say, no, there's no abstract at all. Play Papoyo. You want to go from beginning to end and get this emotional journey. It's a bit hard, but for people who live what I lived, it's really enriching. So suddenly, there's no question anymore that actually we don't have the technology, we don't have the money to do it, we don't have the right business. No, it's done. We just need more people with the desire to do them.
Those are really tough themes you touch on your games. First it was alcoholism and now it's bullying. What makes you choose that, and is that you wanted to keep forever?
It's I know, I find really funny when someone asks me those questions, because we were at the Cannes Film Festival. This question wouldn't even be relevant. Those are the topics that we live in our daily life. Those are the topics that are treated in movies. Not every movie is an action movie.
Maybe those are two concrete themes and difficult things to treat. Are you thinking about more general or easier things to use in games, like for example fear or love or maybe personal achievements or something like that?
I think that we have to have a conversation about games starting to structure it based on genre. For example, drama. I think Papoyo is a drama game, and I like drama. I don't like action movies, and I like drama, so I wanna push for the drama genre in the game. And I think when we start talking about fun, or for example, fun is a tool that you use as a tool that you use to bring people to an emotional journey. If you're gonna see like comedies today in the movies, the successful one, they have a really hard drama underneath, and they use fun and laughter to help you to cope to that journey. And I think what I'm doing, my games are really fun. You're gonna play, we spend a lot of time creating puzzles, fantastic puzzles for you to have fun, and then I use that fun to bring you to the journey. But what's interesting for me is seeing how people, they see it as a game. No, play Papoyo, forget about the story, you're going to be having fun. But it is people stick to that emotion because it's that emotion that I wanted to bring them. And for some people, it's healing. For other people, who haven't lived the story, they remain in the sad.
Do you think it's maybe too early to have those kind of games for everyone? Do you think it's early for the industry to maybe understand that, like in the movies, like you said, it's a normal thing?
No, it's not too early. If you're gonna go check a teenager today, see the game he's playing, and look at the movies he's looking at, you're gonna see is completely the topics that they're seeing. They're really deep topics. It's crazy what they see in movies, and is compared to the games, to the morals that we give them in the game, is ridiculous what we're giving to teenagers. So suddenly, yes, we're ready. It's just that we're not used to it.
Yeah. So in previous interview with Gamereactor, you told us about Papoyo concept, and maybe that you after when you were developing a new silent enemy game, you changed the theme and you started by doing something with native people and culture, and then ended up being a game about bullying. Yeah. So that minority game is a game that helps people and that was like a better game of your studio. So do you think that's a premise you want to keep for the future, that every single game has to be like, aiding people?
Yes, it's all about, for example, when you see a movie, you go to a journey, and if that journey gives you closure at the end, you're satisfied, you learn something. And I want to do games that help people through their life. I think that right now we are storytellers. We have to help people with a medium that it is simulation video games. So suddenly I hate games that they just give you on the surface. They just let you escape, and then when you drop the controller, you didn't learn nothing. You feel empty. So if it was something that's really funny, when you finish video games, you're frustrated 90% of the time, even more, because you feel like, have I lost my time playing this? I haven't, like, there's no game ending that I actually have been satisfied other than Papo.
So tell us about Silent Enemy. What's the current status? When can we see it and play it?
We are planning to go to Gamescom. So there you're going to have the first unveiling of Silent Enemy. And right now we're really deep into the development. We're in the middle of open heart surgery, touching the core of the game to nail it down.
You mentioned Ouya as a possible platform. Can we expect any different platforms? Because you mentioned the touch controls and the sticks. And
so what we're doing right now in Minority is that we start thinking of game independent of the platform. I think suddenly we want our games to be played by millions of people. And suddenly when something that I realized, as much as our relationship with PSN was great, and I love the guys at Sony, they really help us, the market is small compared to what is out there, and the platforms today, they're spreading, and if you don't spread with those platforms, you're missing the opportunity to touch more people. So suddenly what we're thinking is, no, when Minority want to do games that reach the largest number of people, and so we're exploring multiple platforms that want to come out on it.
Anything you can share on what we are playing or seeing in Gamescom in Cologne?
No, I cannot tell you now. I have many things in my head, but maybe we'll have to cut some of them, or maybe we have to put new ones. So it's still in the air.
Okay, so looking forward to playing it and maybe meet you in Cologne. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you guys.